Hi Sagittarius, this is Teresa from Tarot by T. Welcome to November. So this month we have a new moon in Scorpio on the 4th, and then Venus moves into Capricorn on the 5th, which is your second house of money, and then Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 5th. Then we have a full moon eclipse in Taurus on the 19th, and then at the end of the month Mercury moves into your sign. So let's see what the cards say first about love and relationships, and we'll get into astrology later. So what does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of November 2021? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for November 2021? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for November 2021? What is coming up for Sag? Okay, let's see what we got. The Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Judgment, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands. Okay, so Chariot is a card about victory through discipline and focus. It can be a card of travel. I feel that it's possible that you could be, the Nine of Cups is here. So I think you're finally focusing on what you want in a relationship, but you may have to make a decision this month. Maybe you've been scattering your energies. You could be dating different people, or you've been involved in too many projects, and it might be affecting your love life. But you have to really take time out and think, what do I really want in a relationship? Because you can get it. You have the Nine of Cups here. And it may involve you really being focused and not wasting your time on distractions. And really saying, okay, what do I really want? Let me zero in on that. And not be distracted by other options that are not giving me what I need. I feel like you've had an awakening. You have the Judgment here. There might have been a relationship that ended. You have the Ten of Swords in your environment. I think you've just decided, I'm not going to waste my time on something or someone that is not good for me. And with the Judgment, you're taking charge of your life. You're deciding to make changes, and that could mean changing, leaving a relationship behind, ending a relationship, changing a job, changing where you live. You're just ready to change anything that needs to change in order to give yourself a better life, to achieve the Nine of Cups energy, which is what you want. You have Six of Wands here, so there has been a victory. You've had some kind of victory, probably some kind of work success. There might even be a new job offer coming up, or new money coming in that's helping you achieve your goals. I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, you've been juggling a lot. Maybe you have too many irons in the fire, or too many projects, or too many things happening, and you can't really focus on achieving. It's taking you away from your relationship because you're too busy, or you don't have time for love. You have the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like there could be a new relationship coming in, possibly with an earth sign. The Hierophant is here. That could be Taurus energy. But basically you're looking to connect with someone that's going to give you stability and security. You could be connecting with someone that's a little bit on the stubborn side, because the Hierophant is stubborn. energy. Sometimes it's Taurus, stubborn Taurus energy. But the Hierophant is also about sharing your wisdom. It could represent, and it's an institution. It's something that's been around for a long time. It's conservative energy. So it's doing the right thing. I feel like you're wanting to move into a relationship that people approve of, that that you can be proud of, that your family is proud of. So if you haven't been in a relationship, or you've been just dating and nothing serious, I feel like you're ready for something more serious. You're ready for something more solid and more stable. And you're going to have to make some decisions this month about what to leave behind and what to focus your energy on. So you have the Two of Swords here in your negative thinking sector. So if you've had a falling out with someone, which the Ten of Swords, someone might be feeling devastated if there's a relationship that ended. You might not be speaking to each other because the Two of Swords energy is like, I don't know what I want to do with this person. I don't want to reach out to them. I want them to reach out to me. So both people, there's like a stalemate. So for some of you that have ended a relationship that just wasn't working anymore, there's a kind of a stalemate, and you're trying to decide, where do I go from here? You may have to someone has to be the one to break the ice and reach out if you want closure. And you have to sit down and have an honest conversation. Be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. And just lay your cards on the table. Just say, hey, look, this is what I want. This is what I need. If you want the same things, great. Then maybe we have a chance. If not, then maybe we need to go our separate ways. So that is coming up. You can't be on the fence anymore. You have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. And that decision could involve ending something completely. Not giving it any more energy, because the Ten of Swords energy is like, I'm at the end of the line. I've taken this as far as I can go, and I have no more I don't have the energy to take it any further. So I have to just stop. Now the good thing is you have this Ace of Pentacles coming up. So there's new energy coming in that's bringing you what you want, tangible rewards. This could be a new job offer. It could be money coming in, financial security. It could be a new relationship where you feel more secure, because you also have this the Pentacles. Pentacles represent security, material success. So if you're connecting with someone, and it could be an earth sign, it could also be Cancer, because the Chariot sometimes is Cancer. But I wouldn't be too hung up on the sign itself. There is a new energy coming in after you've made your decision about something that's no longer working, and you decided, I'm not gonna be distracted by it anymore. So if you're like on the fence, like giving part of your energy to this thing and part of your energy to that, and not really making progress in either direction because you're scattered, you're too, you have to focus on what do I really want? Which relationship is really important to me? What is my goal? What is the thing that I really, that feeds my soul, that's bringing me joy? That's what I need to focus on. And so you may put an end to anything that's draining your energy or taking you off the path. Now, this is also a time card, this Ace of Pentacles. I feel that things are going to start to come together toward the end of the year, like December, January, possibly February. This card represents those months, December, January, February. And the Seven of Wands is the outcome. You're going to have to stand your ground and set some boundaries. So if someone has been taking advantage of your kindness, you need to just say, no more. You have to say, this is what I want, this is what I need, and don't settle for less. The Seven of Wands also represents beating the competition, or, if you have any obstacles, you can win out. If anybody's opposing you, you can be the favored person. You could win in a career situation, or even in any situation where there's competition. So even in a relationship, if you're interested in someone and, maybe they're dating different people and you don't know where you stand, I can tell you with the Seven of Wands, you are the favored person. So things might come to a head by the end of the year. Definitely within the month, you're going to have to make a decision. You have to get off the fence and decide where you want to focus your energy. What relationship, if there's a relationship that's important to you, you need to drop everything that's taking you away from that relationship. And carve out some more time for that relationship. And then you can salvage whatever problems. There might even be travel. I'm seeing travel and movement. So I don't know if you're deciding to move to a new location, or you're changing where you live, or your job requires you to travel. But there's new energy coming in that's going to bring, the Ace of Pentacles always brings financial stability and security. So whatever you're starting, whatever your energies are focused on, you can achieve your goal this year. And the Nine of Cups is usually material rewards. The Nine of Cups, it's more of a physical wish fulfillment than a spiritual one or a romantic one. So you're gonna get, if there's someone that you have your eye on, you can get that person. If there's some kind of career goal that you're wanting to achieve, you can achieve that. But you just have to be focused. You have to say, okay, I can't be spending all my energy on these other things. I have to focus on what's really important, and you can achieve your goal. So let's see. This new moon is happening in your 12th house. So that's really good for clearing up past karma, putting an end to anything that's been holding you back, clearing out the past, releasing yourself from any past programming that's been sabotaging you, and having a new start, a new understanding within yourself of what your needs are. So you have this new beginning. Mars is in the 12th house, though. So Mars in the 12th, it sometimes can mean anger that's been restricted. Like you may be angry about something and you're not talking about it. Maybe you can't express it for whatever reason. And it's like you're feeling frustrated or you're feeling resentful. So if there's a relationship that's not giving you what you need, you may be feeling angry about it. And this new moon is also opposing Uranus. And Uranus is in your 6th house. So there could be some work issues, some surprises around work. Your day-to-day environment on the job, your job responsibilities may shift or change. There could be some health issue that comes up unexpectedly that you have to deal with, maybe because of repressed anger or frustration, stress. So deal with the stress, release it in a healthy way, release the anger, don't hold it in and let it be poison within you. If there's something that needs to be said, speak up. At the same time, you have Venus going through your 1st house. When Venus moves into Sag, you're going to be attracting love. So you may have some frustrations on the job, but don't let that stop you from enjoying the love that's in your life. Mercury's in the 11th house, and it's sextiling Venus. That's the house of hopes, wishes, and dreams. That's bringing you communication and love, and so you might be connecting with friends and groups that you belong to and having a really good time. You might be more social. So that can offset the tension that you're feeling around anything that has to do with work or health. Mars is in your 12th house and it's squaring Saturn. So I feel like if you're angry about something, it could be that you have all these ideas you want to communicate. You might be having an issue with like a family member, because the 3rd house is siblings. So the 3rd house could be, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters. Maybe you feel like their thoughts are too conservative, or they're blocking you in some way. Like they're giving you advice, like you're wanting to do something and they're playing negative Nelly, they're telling you what all the problems, well, you can't do that because blah, 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 and you feel like they're being too conservative or too restrictive. You may feel like you're butting heads, and it's kind of frustrating you because you want to say something, but you can't. You feel like, now's not the time for me to talk. You have, though, Saturn sextiling Chiron in your 5th house. So the 5th house is the house of fun, children, joy, pleasure, romance. maybe you've been working too hard. I feel like you've been working too hard, trying to impress your family or trying to do what's expected of you, and you're not leaving enough time for fun. So you have some healing around that. You have to stop being the workhorse and leave some time for fun, for spending time with the people you love, your children, if you have children, or doing creative projects. It can't be all work and no play, because that's where you're going to get that feeling of resentment and frustration and, repressed anger. So then we move into the full moon eclipse in Taurus, and that's on the 19th, and that's happening in your sixth house. That's the house of work, your day-to-day interaction with the people you work with. So something is being revealed at this time. This is hitting your sixth house and the 12th house. So anything that's been hidden from you, and if there's anybody that's been working behind the scenes against you, that's going to come out. You're going to see who's on your side and who's not. And you may feel like speaking up at that time, because Mercury is going to be there in your 12th house with Mars. Mars is going to be opposing Uranus, so there could be some blow up around either an employment issue or a health issue. Something flares up. So if you're under a lot of stress and you're not taking good care of yourself, you could have some kind of flare up, or you could just have an outburst in anger. Like, if you've been putting up with something and not saying anything, and then finally it's like the last straw, you may just blow up and say, you know what? And then you just tell it like it is. And nobody can tell it like it is better than a Sag, because your whole thing is like the truth. I want to speak my truth. And you're going to feel really strongly about speaking your truth this month. The only thing you have to be careful with around this full moon eclipse is Mercury is in Scorpio and it's squaring Jupiter, which is your ruling sign. You don't want to exaggerate things or blow things out of proportion or go over the top in your communication style. So you may, have harsh words with a sibling, and you may just blah, 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 and go over the top and cause some kind of hard feelings or separation in that way. You don't want to do that. So just speak your truth, but think about how it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Tone it down a little bit. Don't come across too harsh this month. Mercury is sextiling Pluto. You've got Pluto in your second house. So there could be some issue around money. You're finally waking up and seeing and speaking up about it. Maybe you feel like you need a raise, or you need more money, or you're not being paid enough, or you're not getting enough. There could be some power struggles around finances. Maybe your partner's not contributing enough. So it's time for you're going to have special insight into the behavior of others this month. And if someone's trying to bully you over a financial situation, you're not going to stand for it. You're not going to be, you're going to speak up and say, no, that's not right. This is not right. This is what I need. This is what I want. The main thing you have to watch out for is the Mars opposite Uranus, because that could be a volatile combination where, anger can pop up. You can have a sudden outburst of anger. Either you're having an outburst of anger, or someone else could be angry with you. So you want to try and, if someone pushes your buttons, you want to try and calm the waters. Don't react. Don't let someone cause you to react in a reckless way. Don't do anything reckless. Now Venus is trining Uranus, so that's a positive at this time. And you have Venus in your second house, and it's trining Uranus. So if you speak up, it's possible that you can get either a promotion or more money, but you have to, be diplomatic about it. You can't just go in, and beat somebody over the head and say, I want more money, or I'm quitting, But it can bring Venus in your sixth house, or Venus is actually in your second house, and Uranus is in your sixth. So Venus in the second house brings money. So if you're not making enough money, or if you've been going through financial difficulties, Venus, when it moves into the sixth house, will bring an increase in your finances. It can also bring love into, where you feel more loving, and you've been feeling more loving with Venus in Sag. By the time this full moon comes, Venus will be in Capricorn. And when it moves from the first house to the second, it's bringing money and you're feeling better about yourself. And there could be some surprise developments in your work environment because Uranus is still there. Uranus creates instability and unexpected developments. But I think because it's trining Venus, it's going to be favorable to you. So there are going to be some surprise. This is a mixed blessing this month because there'll be some surprises that might anger you, but there'll also be benefits as well. Unexpected, money flowing in. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. The main thing is if someone tries to push your buttons or something unexpected happens that angers you, try not to fly off the handle. Try to be calm about it. Don't let anybody push your buttons. But if you need to speak up, definitely you need to speak your piece and get what you deserve. Stand your ground. Stand up. Don't let anyone take advantage of you or take advantage of your kindness or your good nature. But I feel like money's coming in, definitely, and love this month. And it may involve ending something that hasn't been good for you. Something like ending a relationship that has been taking advantage of your kindness, or ending a situation where you're not getting what you deserve, so that you could then move into something new that is giving you what you really, what you deserve and what you need, and something that's going to last for a long time. So if you're connecting with someone this month that's new, it's going to be something stable and, not a fly-by-night energy. So that's my forecast, Sag, for November. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment or click on the like button, the subscribe button. This is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone. If you want a personal reading where we just talk about your specific issues, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and you can schedule a reading. In the meantime, have a happy birthday if you're born in November. Have a happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating. And enjoy November, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.